Hello?
What's up, girl? What happened after Tony dumped you?
Girl, I'm over it. I went from heartbreak to hate.
Hi, Joy.
Hi, Bob.
You know what I want, Joy? More than anything in my life?
For me to mind my own fucking business?
Yes. Yes. And everybody else, too. Mm-hmm. Give that out for Christmas this year. Or Hanukkah. Or Kwanzaa.
It's another happy episode of From Heartbreak to Hate here.
Where we bring heartwarming lessons similar to Little House on the Prairie without the blindness.
Without the giant
cold,
dresses.
the giant dresses.
Yeah.
The weird incestual family. And Joy has something to say. Joy?
I do. The first thing on my heart is, this is usually like work related, is like when you have food or a drink or something and somebody either wanders into your office, break room, wherever it is, hey, what you got there? And I'm like, I'm having a giant plate of mind your own fucking business. That's what I'm having.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, shit, Barbara, get your own shit.
Because you're not going to give it to her.
No.
Him, her, them, whatever.
You're not getting any, so it doesn't matter what I'm having. You know, have what the fuck you're having.
I think that stems from the horrible weather we're having today, huh, Joy?
Right.
I just think it's uncomfortable. Yeah. But again, mind your own business.
Yes. Mind your, and even in the store, there's like a new epidemic where bitches, as you're checking shit out, oh, how is this? Buy it yourself, and then you decide how the fuck it is. You know,
everyone's taste buds differently. Yeah. Brenda.
Like, don't worry about it. I mean, that's rare. Let's be honest, because anymore you go to the store and they want you to do the job for them. But it's neither here nor there. That's another show.
Right.
Anger.
Anyway, speaking on food in general.
Speak on it.
As a person of a certain size, I'm bringing that back.
Yep.
I don't need you to tell me that things have calories and that things are bad for me.
Mind your own fucking business.
Mind your own fucking business. And newsflash to any skinny motherfucker listening out there. Every single fat person on earth knows how to lose weight. We just can't. We have other things reasons behind it.
Yeah.
So we don't need unsolicited diet expertise on how you lost the only 3 pounds you've ever gained in your entire life when you were on a cruise ship in the Bahamas. Leave it at home, Cindy. No one's here for it. Yes.
Unsolicited weight loss. Like the boldness of, I've been before where you get on an elevator and get on something else. It was at a retreat, and somebody was like, she handed me her card and was like, I have this great, weight loss program that I'm doing. Like, really, bitch? You just approached anybody, or you approached me?
That happened to me on an elevator in the 90s on my college campus.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what the person was saying to me because other people talking on the elevator, so I was just like, okay. I thought he said something about a business class, but when I went in and found out that it was about fat people, I laughed. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. Just don't do that. Just don't.
Yeah, mind your own business. It ain't affecting you.
It's really not. So, I don't know. I was going to say more mean things, but I was just retracting everything. I was like, ooh, don't go there.
Well, I mean, it's anything, right? It's like, you're eating this, and let me tell you, you're eating a hamburger. Let me tell you about the best place to get a hamburger in the world is ... 7,000 miles away from here.
It's not true. It's useless. It's like people just scared of silence, and so they just want to say something. And sometimes the thing you go open a mouth to say is stupid.
Right. You should all just take a little "Hello, darkness, my own." Like, let's get into the sound of silence because it's fucking amazing.
It is. It's so good.
As people who talk a lot for normal people, we have a podcast, so we're obviously talking a lot. I enjoy silence.
That's why we were able to be so animated. We were silent all morning.
We were silent for the past week.
Right.
We're doing this show today.
And we've saved it all up.
So, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have to be on, like, performing for people because that's what's expected of me.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you're just not here for it, but it's like, well, It's 9 o'clock at work, so I guess that's part of the job description is...
Yeah, and why does everybody need everything from you as soon as you fucking walk in the door?
Do not start me on that, because my whole thing is, could I just get 5 minutes, Barbara?
Yeah.
Could I just get 5?
So, and there are times when I need to mind my own fucking business, obviously, because I'm a person, and I care. I want to mind my own fucking business when you're on a personal phone call. I know I bitched about this on another podcast, but it just infuriates me, and we're recording the same show the same day. So 2 shows in the same day.
He's still riled.
I'm still riled.
He's got to get it out. This is therapy. Let's go.
Take your shit off speakerphone. And I'm doing the hands. Take your shit off speakerphone.
Yes.
There's nothing important.
In public places.
You referenced that cheese thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The girl on speakerphone at the grocery store.
No, 3.
Okay, sorry.
It was 3 girls on speakerphone talking to their mom at home.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom saying, buy the cheapest type of cheese. I'm trying to buy some a little bit more expensive cheese. But all 3 of you have to be involved in this. So you're all 3 spread out over the cheese section at the local county market. I'm not going to name streets. I'm not going to say which one. But you have your mom on speakerphone. And I wanted to just grab the county market version of Kraft Singles and toss it in your fucking basket.
Yes.
Because they were like, well, this one's $2.99, and well, this one's $2.39, and I'm like, and logically that would be cheaper in my head. I'm just gonna fucking. But it's the speakerphone aspect of the thing.
It's an epidemic of people just having like ridiculously loud conversations in public places, and it's like I would like to mind my own business and not know what the hell you're talking about.
Right.
To Jeremy and how upset you are about what he did or
you don't
didn't
get personal,
do.
and people will say the most. I mean, we've obviously said personal things about us on this podcast, which may or may not make you think less of us as human beings, especially me. But
we don't care.
We don't want to know anything about you.
No.
I want to mind my own business.
Especially on the bus or something. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to mind my own business. Could you maybe not tell everyone on here?
Well, and see, that's a difference. I feel that living in a smaller town with mass transit, you get that more often. You get people who listen to their music with no headphones. You get and in Chicago, you get that on occasion, but most of the time, everybody on the train and everybody on the bus is minding their own fucking business. You could get stabbed and shot and raped, and literally this has happened, and nobody saw it.
Yeah.
Because everyone is hardcore minding their own business. Whether that's good or not, I don't feel that's a good situation, but it's an extreme situation in which I'm saying it's possible for people to mind their own business.
Here in Champaign, we still got people, like you said, playing their music without headphones. That's still a thing that people do, and I know they do it thinking, oh, aren't I so bad? And the music I'm playing, like, it's like a show-off thing.
Yeah.
And I just have a PSA for everybody here. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your musical preferences, sir. We do not care that you're playing the Drake from 12 years ago.
And if you're playing the Drake from 12 years ago, you have shit taste in music, period.
But you know what I mean? Just blasting it like you're brand new and amazing. And it's just, oh, sweetheart, no.
Yeah. I mean, some people might think, oh, this person has a song in their heart.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
That's a lie.
They have
a song for show.
They have a song for show. They have some need for other people to pay attention to them that needs to be worked out in either a psychotherapist laboratory or get a fuck doll. Go home and fuck a doll. Just get something at home that you can fuck and leave our ears alone. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so that message, help us mind our own business, if you would.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've got another mind your own business.
Okay.
Mind your own business, old lady. This is specifically to old ladies. Because you know who's the worst at wanting to be all up in somebody's grill and like paying attention to what's happening? Old ladies in public.
Why?
Where they just stare and they just be all in a scene. They've got both sides, what this person said, what that person said. They know the names, everything. Yeah. And I'm like, the audacity, man. Like, you're not even going to fake it. You're just like you're watching a TV show. Like, what's going on? it's unnerving.
And well, the thing is, like, you find people who can fix your problems, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, old ladies obviously can fix any problem. So, I'm gonna put a lot of people on blast. This is gonna be everybody who listens. Please take everything that I say as no Tony Robbins. I'm not trying to give you life lessons. I'm not trying to make your life better. I'm doing this all for show.
Okay.
I am really this big of an asshole. I will never say that I'm not an asshole. I'm an asshole. But Christians, what's with the astrology, motherfuckers? What's with the pagan, like you're celebrating pagan stuff now? Christians, leave the astrology for us satanic people that we used to call us back in the day when we'd have astrology books in the 90s. Like, why all of a sudden...
So you think the Christians are taking astrology?
No, they're posting it on Facebook.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not getting these
You're
posts.
not getting into it, but here's the thing. If your astrological sign is what you need to explain the reason why you're a fucking asshole, then that's a way out. But do not post my astrological sign.
Okay.
And my traits and have in my face, like, that's, says things about me.
Because you're a Pisces or whatever type thing. Because I don't know what you are.
I mean, if you're I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
You didn't know I was a Taurus?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
You don't know my traits?
I'm sorry, apologize, I don't.
And I feel that that's infringing on my business.
Yeah. You know what? It's true though. I've had these kinds of conversations where it's not very often, but yeah, where people go, "Oh, wait, when were you born? Okay, so because you're a blah blah blah. Oh, that makes sense that you do da 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 da." And I'm like, I'd do good to know what I am, let alone know all of the traits of it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's cool that you're a Taurus and you're a Pisces.
Right.
You're whatever. What are you?
I am Sagittarius.
Okay, I can tell that
I'm
about
on the cusp.
you.
Exactly right.
Like,
yeah.
But no, that's my thing is like, you don't know shit about me because you don't know shit about astrology anyway. Because you're doing what Disney character are you based on your fucking astrological sign? Yes. And fuck you.
You know, that's the thing. It's like, how do people have all of these traits memorized? Because wasn't there's 12 zodiac signs? How do you know all of them?
And do you know that there used to be 13? I bet you didn't fucking know that, did you, Connie? No, you didn't. So, I mean,
right?
That's why they're in halves of the month.
Yeah, okay. I always wonder, because it's like, it's very weird. Like I do know enough to know that I'm not just a Sagittarius now. It's like it's gotten more fancy since the 80s. It's like I'm a cusper, okay, because I'm last day Sagittarius. So I have some of those aspects of Capricorn. Like it turns into all that kind of crazy.
Well, here's my
people
thing.
will be like, oh, okay, yeah, your house is rising in here. I don't know, whatever the fuck.
And that's another thing. Astrological anything. I don't need someone who's worships Jesus Christ telling me about what's in retrograde. If you don't follow that shit, okay, that's not your shit. So stick to your lane. Pray to Jesus that the next day is going to be good for you and leave it alone. But don't make excuses based on where the planets are aligned and what your astrology is and that I act a certain way because I'm a Taurus. I'm an asshole because that is the genetics that I was given and in the environment in which I was raised.
And the proud flag that you fly.
And the proud flag that I fly. I was a witchy person back in the day. Mm-hmm. But I never really got into all that, like... I mean, you could definitely do, like, tell your future based on things and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But, like, the personalities are all subjective.
Yeah.
Like, you can say... I'm bullheaded, but you can also say that I'm an asshole. You can all these things mean the same thing. Mm-hmm. And so, like, oh, you're a Taurus, so you're obviously stubborn and bullheaded. But, then you'll have the next person being like, I'm stubborn because I'm a Leo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've almost talked this whole entire time about this.
That's okay. That's all right.
All I'm saying
you got a lot in your heart.
If it ain't your religion and it's somebody else's, mind your own business. And if it ain't your sign, mind your own business. Mm.
So,
and if you have never actually studied astrology, mind your own fucking business and leave the planets alone.
Triple mind your own business, because there's so many astrology experts that know nothing.
Nothing. Specifically speaking, Joy.
I hate you. Mind your own business. Family members. Oh, that's right. And this is like specifically for extended family members who like don't talk to you very often or whatever. And they're like, you know what I mean? Because it's just like when you talk to extended family, you're basically talking to strangers.
Strangers with blood ties.
Exactly. So you get together at, XYZ family function or, whatever have you. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing these days? Blah, blah. Oh, yeah, I'm back here in town. I do this, that, the other. And, oh, wow. So multiple things. One, you live XYZ place, or, oh, you're back in Champaign. Oh, I can just never keep track of you. Just all around the world. You know what? Mind your own fucking business. Okay, because you don't pay my rent. You ain't never paid my rent, so you don't worry about where the fuck I live, okay?
Because it's not just asking where the fuck you live, but it's actually the way that it's asked and makes it sound like you just can't stay in one place. That's a character flaw.
Oh, or then you get my grandmother of it all, like, oh, you're just my gypsy, this and that and the other, blah, 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 blah.
Well, first of all, Grandma, that's derogatory statement.
Exactly, but listen, this is the same woman. We got her late in the 90s before we got her off of Oriental and onto Asian. So, yes. Okay. Yes, the trials are real. But yeah, so, okay. Oh, so you move here. It's like, I just can't keep track of you. It's like, that's the whole point. You don't keep track of me. We're not in close contact. So I wouldn't expect you to know where I live, and I wouldn't expect that it matters other than you want to kill 2 minutes of time. And secondly, your job. It's always like, oh, well, you're not doing this. You're not doing that. I really thought you should. I really just feel like, oh, that was such a good job, and you should really consider going back into that. And I'm like, you should consider minding your own motherfucking business. Again, are you paying any of my bills?
Because you don't even have a job.
Well, sometimes that's true, too. It's like, people who just feel like because they have a blood tie to you want to have some kind of control or influence over your life. It's like, we do not know each other like that.
No,
have a chair.
I had a family member tell me that some of the things I posted on Facebook was, a little risque. Mm-hmm. Shocker.
Ooh.
Like, spoiler alert.
Ooh.
Anyway, this same person says, and I haven't seen you since you were 5 or 6 years old. So what the fuck does that even matter to you?
Yeah, right.
Like, you barely even know that we're related.
Right.
And my Facebook posts aren't topic of a discussion at a funeral. I won't say your name, but
please don't do it. But yeah, it's just like, because like you said, it's like barely with these blood ties, you get together, you don't know each other, so people are afraid of silence. That is a truth.
That is very true.
So they have to fill it somehow, some way. And they don't want to focus on their life, so let's zone in on yours and figure out all the things that are wrong or all the things that I'd like to change about it.
Right, because I could say to this person, oh, well, I haven't seen you since I was 5, but you've had 3 kids taken away from you since then. Right. How's that 4th kid coming along? Like, you better lose out.
Yeah. If you want to play that game, let's go there. Yeah,
Let's get real. Like, if you want to talk about my life and how horrible I am on Facebook or whatever, which unfriend me, unfollow me, do whatever. I'm not here. I'm not losing
sleep over it.
I'm not losing sleep over it. I'm not losing anything else over it. Family.
Yes.
But yeah, that's the truth, though. They think that just because some DNA is in there, you owe them some bit of truth or something about yourself.
Yeah.
Just mind your own fucking business.
Just mind your own fucking business, please and thank you. Shit.
Well, this is a jump.
Okay.
This is a leap.
Let's leap.
And I don't know, it's kind of a compliment, but also not. I don't specifically like, or even specifically like, depending on what part of the country you're in.
Right.
When people tell me how young I look.
Okay.
Strangers.
Right,
especially.
Okay. That's a mind your own business.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you don't look like you're old enough to be my father. Or you're my dad's age? Like that says more about your dad, sweetie, than it does about me. Like, I'm a straight up bitch, but and I've had a hard life, but still, I don't like that. It's like a mind your own business type thing.
I hear you. I would slightly disagree, but I think that's from the female point of view. I do. Yeah, listen.
Go ahead. Give it to me.
Part of what makes us so great is that we don't always agree. But yes, what I would say, I think this is from a female standpoint, though, is because, like, you grow up as a woman and it's like all these old ideas, wanting to stay youthful forever, this and that and the other. So when somebody says, "Oh, you don't look like you're 39 or whatever," I love it. That's a compliment that I'm saving. I'm putting that in my pocket for a rainy day. I'm sorry.
I think it's not, and that's not so much that compliment, because I feel that is definitely a compliment. I know, and I don't do well with compliments in general.
It's okay.
Not everyone should win a trophy for a living, but it's that aspect of you don't look like or my anybody who's your age should look like they're on meth. Or, oh, you're 43 and you still have all your hair?
You're so silly.
Or you're 43 and you still have all your teeth? Like, that kind of thing. That's how I feel about it. Like,
I got you.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're expecting me to say, well, a way to live this long is to smoke menthol cigarettes and eat Twinkies every day.
They are waiting for you to have the secret of life. What is this magical elixir that you consume in secret? Tell me so I can have it.
I mean, yeah, I could tell you all, but I would definitely have to kill you. It's all about where your soul goes.
Now, do you have a mind your business about tattoos? Like, do you ever have people randomly want to have comments, feelings, thoughts about your visible tattoos?
Yes. My tattoos on my hands especially are always, which they're on my hands. Mm-hmm. It's something people see. The only way for them to go away is for me to lose my hands, which would give my hand job game a disadvantage. But most commonly, it's my right hand. Okay. Which, for all those at home who don't know, I have 2 bird tattoos on my hands in between my forefinger and my thumb. And so people constantly think that this blue swallow is the bluebird of happiness.
Okay. I don't know why they would make that leap exactly, but...
Because they don't know me. Right?
True.
And they'll say, they will say things like, "Oh, you have visible tattoos? They let you have visible tattoos here?" Workplace involved.
Right.
Or you have this such and such job and they allow you to have tattoos. They don't fucking get to tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I hear you.
Because I don't know. But I don't know. People do ask me about my hands, what they mean and stuff like that. Or people will make a suggestion as to I don't have that many tattoos. And it's like, and they're always younger people. Like, "Oh, well, I got a whole arm sleeve, blah, blah, blah. But my tattoos are older than you. Shut up."
Right.
Like, I had tattoos when only white trash people had tattoos, and you were going to hell because you were born of Satan if you had tattoos. So that's where my tattoos come from. So the fact that today when tattoos are more accepting.
And you've got a whole sleeve.
And you got a whole sleeve of them. Congratulations that your parents paid for your tattoos and signed for you to get tattoos at 18.
Thank you. That is a thing. That is actually a thing. Can we have a quick aside?
But we have to mind our own business on that, though, Joy.
No, but I'm not. I'm not. You can tell me later. So, because there was this one YouTuber that I was following for a short bit. I was just really fascinated by her videos, because she's basically, blonde-haired, white girl who converted to Islam. And I was like, tell me more. But like visibly tattooed on her hands, everywhere, heavily. Because
Islam is a very big on no tattoos.
Yes,
religion.
That's it's considered, the term I think is called haram. So it's it's against, that is not a thing. And so she was
it's scarification of your body.
Yeah, and so she was trying to talk about other people who had converted, who had them, and blah blah blah, this and that and the other. So I was kind of intrigued. I was like, tell me more. I don't know anything about this. But the thing is, she was so young. She was like 19, 20, and so covered. I'm like, you couldn't possibly have had the money to do this. The ones that you have, and as many as you have, that had to be not only parents signing it away for you to have them this young, but also paying for them, because tattoos are not a cheap man's game.
No, that's why I don't have a full arm sleeve and things like that. If I could afford to have all the tattoos I want, I would have tattoos on my face, literally have tattoos on my face. So Joy, as a black woman in America, how do you feel about people who don't mind their own business about your skin tone?
Oh, you knew it. I hate it. I hate you. Yes. Mind your fucking business. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes.
I did this on purpose.
Yes.
I pop quiz. I just pop quiz.
You were like, I'm gonna say something that's gonna set you off, and I was like, okay, I'm ready. I didn't know I wasn't ready, but I am ready. Yes, mind your own fucking business. Listen, I am a light-skinned person for people who do not know, but I am black. My mom was black. My dad is black. Obviously, there's white in there. I get how skin tones work. Okay, yes. I love when people try to tell me about my own heritage. Thank you very much. Mind your own fucking business. But yes, it always happens with people who shouldn't even care, need to know we are not good friends, just randomly barely know my name. Oh, are you mixed? No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Or like, oh, just disbelief. Mind your own fucking business. Like, it is a new world. There are so many shades. We come in all kinds of backgrounds, and you know what I mean? Things like that. Yes, that irritates my spirit. When when I declare the thing that I am proud to be a black woman, and then somebody tries to like knock that down or be like, you're not fully black because XYZ or whatever. Like, please go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to choose a side and pick it. Like, both of my parents are black. All four of their parents were black. You know, like, it's not even like I'm just choosing, you know what I mean? Like, it's you don't need to tell me because I know who I am. Thank you. Ooh, that worked well.
Everyone, you're welcome for that.
You are so, yes, it's so true.
I just wanted to put Joy on my typical level of rants, and I know how to push those buttons.
Ooh, and you push.
But what about when people think you're automatically Latinx? Like, they just think you speak Spanish.
That one's funny. It's more funny than anything because it's like, it usually happens on the west side of Chicago somewhere. It always happens in Chicago city limits or like a big city.
Right.
And it's more funny because it's never like outright said. It's more like if I'll go into a store or something and or I'm like in a restaurant and somebody just starts off in Spanish and then I have to be like, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. And I get that look like, you know what I mean? Like I'm a bad Puerto Rican, because I usually get mistaken for Puerto Rican. It's usually the one they mistake me for. And I like that, like, you're a bad Puerto Rican. And I just want to be like, it's not appropriate because it's like we don't know each other. So it's not appropriate for me to have to defend myself and say, well, I'm not Latin in any form. But it's just kind of more funny than, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get irate about it.
Not whenever, black people need you to defend your blackness to them.
No, not the same as that. Or even white people have wanted to try it. And I'm like, you definitely don't know. So you can have several chairs, ma'am.
All the chairs. And make them chairs from second grade.
Also, mind you... Ooh, now you got me all... Also, mind your own business, people who don't have to wear my fucking hair. Like, I love when people want to have an opinion. Oh, I love it when you wear your hair curly and it's straight. Or, oh, I wish you would wear your hair straight and it's curly. Like, you know what? You can kiss my ass. I'll wear it however the fuck I want to. You know, it's not crazy for me to wear it the way it grows out of my head. It's also not crazy for me to want to change it because I like change. I'm that one who
Because you can.
Because you can. Because this is that world. And if I'm willing to spend the money or not spend the money, I can wear my hair however I want to. And you just deal with your own shit over there, Sharon.
Ooh, we're going through all the names.
We are going through all the names.
And if you're Sharon out there, we don't mean anything by it. We're just throwing out random names. Maybe next time we'll say Shaniqua.
There we go.
Okay. So, not to keep it going.
Yeah, but you are. Go ahead.
No, it's not specifically you, but it's like anybody with hair. Mm-hmm. I worked in the hair industry for 5 years. I was not a hairstylist, which obviously people assume.
Yeah,
because I'm gay that I'm a hairstylist automatically.
I could see that. Also mind your business.
But that everybody wants what everyone else has. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have curly hair, you want curly hair.
Right.
And you want to talk about how people's curly hair is amazing. Wherein people with curly hair have some of the worst life ever as far as trying to take care of their hair. Not that it's
the tangles of it all.
The tangles of it all, the long hair of it all, like, yeah. So mind your own business. Just because you want it doesn't mean it's a luxury item.
And remember that to be beautiful and natural is the birthright of every woman. And I wish you all loads and loads of loveliness and good luck.